part 4, things started to change. I could walk up the stairs. I caught myself walking up the stairs all the way up to the top, to the 3rd level of my house, and I wasn't huffing and puffing no more. Was not huffing and puffing no more. And I was like, oh my gosh, I done made it all the way up these stairs, and I ain't huffing, and I'm not huffing and puffing. I could walk around the corner. Not huffing and puffing. This is a Diet Pepsi. I ain't had. It's my birthday, and I wanted a Pepsi, but I was like, okay, if you're gonna get the Pepsi, you're gonna try this diet out, diet Pepsi out. The scale started moving. Like every week, it would be down like 5 pounds, 3 pounds. I made it out of the 270s, made it to the 260s. I was so happy about that. The 260s turned into 250s. Y'all, the 250s turned into 240s, and I'm just like, am I seeing this right? Am I just doing all the things, staying consistent, doing what I'm supposed to do, not being distracted, controlling my eating environment, not saying, oh, I forgot my lunch today, let me run to the snack bar. If I had to run to the snack bar, it's going to be tuna fish, and you're going to throw the bread in the trash. You know, like, you stay with your plan. Proteins are meats. Proteins are things that don't have carbohydrate, anything anti-carbohydrates, anti-sugar. And now I'm not saying zero. I can have a couple of crackers, but whatever, you have to decide what portion or what percentage of that you're going to have. What percentage of sugar can you do a day? Because it's unrealistic to say you ain't gonna have no sugar. And then I start using sugar substitutes too. I would have instead of eating, and you should not have any white sugar at all. People say, and it's not good. I've heard so many, bad things about white sugar. I got sugar in my house right now that need to be thrown out and stick with my packets. The sugar that I can have that don't leave a nasty aftertaste in my mouth is Truvia. So, excuse me, that's my sugar of choice. There is a stevia that I can take that they sell at Trader Joe's that doesn't have that nasty, I don't even know how to describe that nasty, dry, yucky taste that you taste when you have those substitutes. Some people say, oh, don't do no sugar at all. They're not talking to me, because I can't drink no black coffee. I'm not going to do it. If I do my coffee vanilla flavor, which probably may have some sugar in it, and 2 Truvias, I'm usually gonna be all right. Like, it's not gonna be the high sugar level that I had before, but it's gonna give me a taste that satisfies that coffee fiend on the inside of me. Which is like my one guilty pleasure a day. I also like iced coffee too. You can do with iced coffee. I can even do less sugar, because I don't know if I taste the flavor there. If I can taste my hazelnut, and then it's frozen. That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. So I can do a good frozen coffee. But with the exercise, with the diet, accepting the fact that what I put in my mouth matters. And taking the tirzepatide, so it was all of those things working together, and the scale just went down. Right now, it's trying to pause a little bit, but I've been kind of like slipping off, like messing around with my coffee cup again on vacation, and you putting your hands on the wrong thing. So, we got to pull back and get in order, because you're only gonna get the results that you put into it, right? So I'm trying to be my goal. What would really blow my mind is if I can get under 200 pounds. I've not seen under 200, and I'm not trying to get my high school weight, y'all. I haven't seen it since like my 20s. And I think that is an appropriate weight. I think a 180 to 200 is an appropriate weight for my height, my hips, my body stature and frame. I would love to see 185, and Naturally on my own, it's literally been impossible to do. But I wonder if I did all of the things, or maybe even upped the, you know, the weight and the strength training. I wonder if I could see that number without being sick and stuff like that. So I need to tighten. I'm gonna tighten back up. Remove the things from my home that don't need to be there. And I just got gifted a treadmill and a bike. I think those things are going to help. I'm really excited about it. I need to figure out how to get them to my home. I'm really excited about that. Not one piece of equipment, but 2 pieces of equipment. I'm so excited about that. I really want a bike. I really want the workout bike. So yeah. But yeah, things just started to change and results start happening. I'm still in progress. I will always be in progress. I'll always be in maintenance. So even when I hit my goal number, my plan is to keep taking it, but like a lot lower dosage. Like I don't need to do a 6.5. I can do a 2.5 if it's just like I needed to. My body wasn't doing the internal processes that it should have been doing in order to be conducive to a weight reduction strategy. I was doing the things, but the internal processes were not operating, sort of like a computer that's just not functioning, doing the things that it's supposed to do. It was not functioning. It would not work without the tirzepatide, without the GLP1. And once I put that in as a part of the system, not one thing, but a system of things, my life started to change. I had to put clothes in bags that, you know, I was still grabbing them for comfort. Like, okay, let me get these big stretchy pants. And then the big stretchy pants wasn't working no more. I'm like, you know what? You cannot wear these to work anymore. And it feels good to be able to put on a nice, decent pair of slacks. And I'm still a little chunky in the thighs, which I don't like, but I know that I'm a work in progress, and I'm willing to do the things to make it happen for me. I will never give up on myself. I'll get tired, I might get discouraged, but if I can find a way, with God's help, I will not give up on myself. I will always be willing to do what it takes to be better, to be a better me, for myself and for others. But yeah, that's it.